What is wrong with you? Why you trying to sneak an air tag in my trunk, bro? Dog. Oh my. Yo, you hurting yourself, gang. You. What's wrong with you? Whoa. Get the stuff out. Alright. Huh, get this and go, bro. Huh. Get this and go. Get this and go. Go. You tried to track, tried to get my load to get in touch. Like I don't know what you trying to plot. And now you gotta walk back home. Mission failed. You really thought I was a rookie out here gonna fall for that? Like I can't see you through my mirror trying to put the shit in my trunk. Who you think it is out here? One of your, I ain't no goofy. You really trying to set him to get it back out here like on ski. What the be wrong with you BMs, bro? Yeah, now your ass got the walking shame all the way back to the crib, bro. I'm not playing with you. I'm on your ass.
And this is a final thought that I ended up having after I got done with the video. I just want to state that a lot of women need to stop putting themselves in these dangerous or precarious situations where life is, you know, a balancing act. And you don't know if it's going to go left or if it's going to go right. Because at any moment in time, if this was a whole different guy, her life would have been ended. And guess what? There would have been fields of women online talking about, oh my God, look at how violent these guys are and yada, 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 and all this other type of stuff. But mind you, she's trying to actively get into this man's car. She's trying to tag his car and set this dude directly up. She's lucky that this dude did not have the Alec Baldwin type arsenal in his car and decided to take her life. She is very blessed. She is very blessed. But again, like I said before, some people be like, oh, it's, you know, it wasn't even that serious. You know, what she did was wrong, but you didn't have to sit up there and do that. Or for some of the guys out there to be like, man, that's a woman at the end of the day. It don't matter what a woman sit up here and do. You don't sit up there and raise a hand. You don't sit up there and do this, and you don't sit up there and do that. Like I said before, I want y'all to keep that same exact mentality when one of these girls sit up there and set up your son or set you up, and inevitably your life is hanging in the balance. I want to see how you're going to defend yourself. I want to see how if that logic that you got is still going to work out directly for you or for your son if he's 6 feet deep. I want you to have that exact same energy. If you feel that at no point in time, no matter what a woman does, that no man should ever defend himself. I want you to have that exact same thing when you're staring at a gravestone with your son's name directly on it. But anyways, let's continue.
2 days later.
All right, so we're able to see this video, right? And I want to reiterate to people that things like this happen to guys pretty frequently. It's just the fact that a lot of guys don't happen to record it, or, you know, they'll just shrug it off or laugh about it, just like you heard him laugh directly in the video. He's not really taking her serious, right? He's not finding her as a threat. He knows what it is that she was trying to do. He could have really handled that situation vastly differently, especially the fact that she was, in a sense, assaulting him, and the fact that she was trying to enter his car to get the possession of which she was trying to put directly on the car or inside of his car. So if people don't know, that's the Apple AirTag. Apple AirTags are used to track, you know, phones or certain things. Like, let's say you're traveling, you put it directly in your bag, you got it in there to make sure to see if everything is everything, you know exactly where your stuff is, right? She decided to use this to try to track this man, right? And as he stated before, he was like, yo, you must think I'm dumb or something. You must, you know, think I'm brand new. Like you was trying to set me up, you know, so your people could sit up there and try to get me real quick. It's like, yeah, we ain't doing that. Right. And again, I want to place these videos out here because there's always this narrative out here of men are so dangerous, men are so dangerous, men are so dangerous, men are so dangerous. And because of that type of rhetoric and that logic, people are only looking at one side as the 100% of the problem. Mind you, you have women like this who are going out of their way, working with other people, it could be men or women or both, in order to set up guys. And I want to specifically bring this up because I know a lot of women out here have sons. This young man right here could easily be your son. You can say that you hate men all you want to. You got a problem with men, different races or religions, whatever you want to sit up there and say. Fine, so be it. Just always remember the videos that I showcase to you. This could easily be your son. This could easily be your father. This could easily be your uncle. This could be your stepbrother. This could be some male directly in your family that a young girl out here is deciding that she wants to sit up there and help somebody else set him up in order to take whatever it is that he got, also including his life. So through all of that rhetoric that y'all like to sit up there and, oh yeah, men are this, and y'all want to be in all those echo chambers and listening to all of those women trying to point you into a whole different direction, always remember that women like this exist. And these girls are somebody's daughters. 9 times out of 10, they're raised by another woman. So again, it's going to come right back to one person. Because again, these girls, they're not learning this from their fathers. Because remember, what does everybody say? Oh, men don't like to raise their children. Men like to abandon their children. Men are never in the household, right? Men just run away from all of their problems, which means that you will inevitably have a woman raising the children. You have a woman raising a daughter. So if this is how this young girl is, you can only imagine how the mother is. You can only imagine how the women in the family are. But like I said before, you have a lot of people that don't want to highlight or talk about this problem. And because people refuse to do that, these problems are going to persist like a cancer. And if unchecked, it's going to kill, it's going to destroy. There's going to be no return. So again, for a lot of women out there, if you want to stay on the whole, you hate men, men are bad, men can't do anything good, just remember sooner or later, these same women that I'm highlighting, that I'm showing off, that you can clearly see the pictures directly of, they're going to turn directly on their sisters. They're going to turn directly on other women. I've given you countless stories of other young girls or other women deciding that they want to perform negative actions, very horrendous actions towards other women, setting up other women, taking the lives of other women. If you think that at any moment in time that men are supposed to just not exist, not be directly here, directly on this planet, and that everything is going to stop when it deals with any type of violent crime or anything like that, you are sorely mistaken. Sorely mistaken. Like I said before, I don't know specifically what to tell y'all. I don't know what it is that y'all are going to sit up there and do. But these young girls directly out here are getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And there's a lot of women out there that refuse to sit up there and check these kids. They don't want to check these teenage girls. They don't want to check these young women directly out here. They allow them to sit up there and cause chaos, run amok, destroy lives, and also take lives. Again, you may think that this is funny. You may think that it's not even serious, but sooner or later, one of these young girls are going to set up and do something like this to a man or a young man in your family, and then you're going to be out there on the streets, boo-hoo crying, collapsing, having to worry about a funeral, pay for a casket, worry about the medical bills, and you're going to be trying to go to people and find answers on who would do something like this, and please just turn yourself in, and ain't nobody going to listen to you, ain't nobody going to hear you. Ain't nobody going to help you because everybody's going to be focused on whatever it is that they're focused on. And you're going to be left there in the darkness just wondering why. And I'm going to be right there telling you and showing you why. Because you didn't want to pay attention, you didn't want to call it out, and you didn't want to sit up there and fix it when you had the chance, which is right now. So again, for a lot of women out there, you allow all of the stuff that I'm showcasing to you to keep skating by is going to affect you a lot worse than it ever affected men. And you're not going to see it up until it hits your front door.